So our warm-up for today, we labeled all these different angles, we classified them: obtuse, right, acute, straight angle, and reflex. And we labeled all the angle pairs, including linear pair, supplementary, complementary, adjacent, and vertical. So that's in our journals. And now we are returning to our notes here. Okay, so yesterday we did 3 and 4. Let me see if I can get back to where I was. This might take a second. I have faith this is going to work. It's coming in just a minute. I might be wrong. Okay, either way, we did 3 and 4. We did say that these were equal to each other. We set them equal. Remember, those are vertical angles, and that's when we did a little bit different than the front side. We set them equal, and we solved. Okay? So, let's take a look at the bottom here. We are on number 5. From the warm-up, we know this. Oh yeah, and side note, if you ever need papers for any day, for anything at all, it's always back here in this blue bin. So, all right, but on number 5, you can see that they are 2 angles next to each other. What do we call 2 angles that are next to each other? Jason, let's fill that in for angle pair. Okay, adjacent. So, the picture does not have stuff on it. We're going to need to fill it in. So notice it says angle PLV. So notice from P to L to V. There's those 3 letters, those 3 points make my angle. So that's going to be this angle right here. Okay, I'm going to do 2 arcs for that one. So it is labeled as 3x plus 2, so I'm going to label it as 3x plus 2. Okay. Also, reading the problem, we are given the measure of angle VLM. From V to L to M, you can see those 3 points make an angle. And that's going to be this angle right here, which is labeled, or the measurement is x minus 5. And then we're given PLM, the measure of angle PLM, which is the whole thing from here to here to here, right? So that's the whole thing. That's 125. So this should remind you of the front side of the notes where we did part plus part equals whole, right? So what would my equation be here? Okay, so I heard it. So it's going to be 3x plus 2 plus x minus 5 equals 125. Let's write that out. And what do we do with all those terms on the left side? Combine like terms. 3x plus a 1x, 4x, negative 2, and that's supposed to be a plus 2. Plus positive 2 minus 5, negative 3 equals 125. 2-step problem. We got to get rid of our loner first, which is minus 3. We're going to add 3. 4x equals 128. Last step is to divide by the coefficient. X equals 32. Okay. So this was not complementary, not supplementary. Okay. They were just adjacent, but you can add them up equal to the whole. Part plus part equals whole. That's the rule, right? That's called the angle addition postulate. Number 6 is kind of more the same. Do we know the part on the left? Yep. Do we know the part on the right? Yep. Now, it's not labeled the whole thing, but should we know what this whole thing is? It's a straight line, so it has to be 180, right? So if it helps you, you can label it. You don't have to. But let's set this up. So again, what's my equation going to be? Okay, so yeah, part plus part equals whole. 2x plus 4 plus 2x equals 180. So 2x plus 4 plus 2x equals 180. Okay, combine like terms on the left. 2x plus 2x is 4x. Bring down plus 4 equals 180. And then we get rid of the loner 4 by subtraction. 4x equals 176. And we divide by the coefficient to get x equals 44. Now I bypassed this, but what is that angle pair when they make that straight line? So they are supplementary, but what's the name of the two angles? Linear pair, okay? So again, linear pair is what they're called, but they are considered supplementary because they add up to 180, okay? Now that's the conclusion of those notes. We have an assignment after this, and if you get back the other assignment with that stamp on it, you can also work on that. Turn both those into the bin today.